Welcome back, Hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. So, I did a little bit of farming in my own time, and I managed to get us all of the armor pieces we'll need for the Powder Mantle. So let me look at doing that first, is getting our kind of basic build in place. I think in order to show off, like, the Powder Mantle as best as I can, I'm going to want to do a normal tree build. Just so that way, when I take the individual shots, we can see more clearly, like, the Powder Mantle proccing. So I either have to take the Hellfire Harbinger Plus or the Abyssal Hailstorm. I'm kind of leaning this one, just because it does have 398 over the 388 here. And let me just get rid of all the decorations, so we are making from scratch. And, right, so these are the ones that have full Power Mantle to it. And I can even actually keep the Dereliction skill present, which is going to be interesting to play around with. But I think what I need to do... Actually, I've got to see now. I'm going to see if I've got a decent one with spare shot to it. And another skill. So I thought I had, like, a spare shot and a normal up. But I don't know if that is the case. I do have that I might take and use. I mean, there is that, which is a good one. That might not be bad, having the evade extender already present. Maybe I'll do this one with steadiness. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that, and now let's see about setting decorations and building this up. So we're going to go for Deorasol in this, because this basically increases affinity. Or maybe I want Brutal instead, actually, because this does have negative 15%. It's not as much as the Anjanath one was, but it might still add up to be a decent amount. Okay, and then we want to get in our... oh, that's a problem. I don't have a lot more force shots. That's right. That's one thing I forgot about, is that's what I gotta build for. Because you don't get Wyvern's gems from just master rank like you would get other gems, it's a little harder to get. No, let me take this one, because the recoil down will help. Yeah, it's just a little bit harder to get the force shots Oh, wait, hang on. No, maybe it's not. You know, I am going to change this back. I forgot, because there is another decoration that I unlocked with having gotten myself up to a little higher in the anomaly stuff. So where was a 2 with something good? Yeah, that. Okay, so if I go to a 4 slot here... Yeah, I do have multiple, so I have a 4-shot plus jewel. We'll take a look at what that needs for, like, material stuff. But there is things like that which exist, which make it super handy. And I just realized maybe this will have to actually be... going for positive affinity. I just realized the Risen Kaiser stuff all has a lot of critical eye to it, which is not handy for trying to keep a negative affinity amount. So yeah, that will have to stay like that. Let me just see... Ooh, actually, I don't really have that many, 1 slots to... Wow, I don't have many 1 slots to play around with at all. Okay, that's going to be interesting. So what is... very high and very slow, so I think I need to work at the absorbers more so. I didn't realize I had that to fight with. Okay, so let's see what else I could build with. Resentment I could definitely get up. I guess I could even go for the classic crit boost and tenderizer, because that will be pretty easy to proc off often, I'd imagine. Yeah, so we can get those. I still have a little bit to play around with. I do need the jumping in there, just because I find having the 2 levels of evade extender is so helpful for everything like master rank. I also need to... I guess that'll be our drift to keep that. Got 2... Maybe what I'll do is I'll put in a couple of foils, because the foil decorations should give a bit of a boost. Yeah, that's now up to 408, so that's hitting pretty good. And if we check our status, we're up to 423 with a positive 10% affinity. Not the best, but it's still not too bad either. So we won't be looking for a critical build here. And how Powder Mantle works, continuously attacking a large monster will cause powder to form around you. The color and effects of the powder will change over time. You know what? I want to make another change here. I thought I would keep the levels of spare shot, but I think I actually want to make sure I'm able to get a pretty decent way of, like, managing the recoil. It's like, there's a 2, there's 3 with the thunder attack. I might take that. Flinch freeze, not bad. I was just looking to see if I... Oh, that actually would be pretty good to get. I think I'll go for... Yeah, I'll go for that one, because that I can work better with. So I can take out the jumping here. And I can do 1 there. What I'm kind of surprised at is there isn't, like, a level 4 quick reload or recoil. Like, looking around, I thought maybe there would be, but maybe I just haven't unlocked it yet for, like, what I need anomaly monsters for it. God, this is a little tough, actually. I might even want to change these up, going from dereliction to something else, just so I can get a better means of handling, like, getting the recoil and the reload down, because using what we are is going to be pretty difficult operating with it. Like, I mean, I do like all the 2 slots there. This is... I wasn't expecting to have this much trouble trying to make this build, but now I am kind of realizing it does have some stuff that's a bit awkward to work around. Okay, you know what? That is definitely going to be that. That will get that on to maximize that. I only have one other, like, 1 slot. And then we'll do the 4 shot to get that for sure. We'll get the 4 shot to get that for certain. I think we will go for at least the tenderizers. What else was I going for? I can't quite remember. Let me go for the criticals as well. Just because we might as well snag those since they are pretty easy to get. So I got 1, 2, and 2 3s and a 4. I am going to do the 2 foils because those will help for our attack further. Maybe a chain would be a good one just to get to help us along there. But then, yeah, I don't know what to do for this 4 slot. There's nothing that, like, leaps out as... I guess maybe just another chain if I'm going to go this route. Because there's also not, like, say, a multiple... chain slot for... Or, like, a 4 slot that gives you 2 attacks or 2... critical eyes or stuff like that. Like, we'll talk to Manale and go through them. But yeah, like, to get the spread in that, it took the Afflicted Dire Shells. There's probably more to still unlock, so maybe there are other 4 slots I don't have yet. I mean, Mighty, I don't really need to look at getting, Affinity up. I'm trying to go for more attack. There's things like the Counter, the Part Breaker, Crisis. Some things did get 4 slots that gave 2, but others didn't so much. I am really surprised that none of the, like, Absorb and Recoils got. Like, there's even a Mind's Eye level 2, or Mind's Eye Plus that gives you 2. So, what do I have for augments in this? Oh, wait, this doesn't have any augments? I thought I had something in it. Let me quickly check that, too, and then I'll just get us prepped, and then we've got an interesting event quest that just became available we'll do. Oh, so I don't actually have anything here. I mean, so this will be without any modifiers to it. You know what? I might as well just keep going through, because I do have, like, so much junk for this. Well, I say that, and it's just kind of like the smaller pieces that... Yeah, we'll just do that. So I need to get some more things there to get further. But I would be able to, like, get more attack slotted into this if I wanted. maybe I'll even just go for this. Like, little something to help us along. Yeah, we'll try that out and see. Give us a little bit more affinity, so we're even further along with that. So we're at 423 with 15%, which isn't too bad for, like, a good amount.
I've got some great deals for you.
Let me just quickly go through that. Okay, now we'll get two things. So this event quest we're going to try tackling just came out. It might even been just today it's been released. But it's a bit of a doozy. It's going to be going after a Crimson Glow Valstrax and a Furious Rajang in the arena. So you don't have a lot of space to fight either or of these two. And there is supposed to be a layered armor tied to it. So we'll see what the reward is and test this set out. But, actually, I'm going to take the insurance because I might need this. And I actually have to head back to the nail because all of my Risen Teostra stuff is only level 1. Although it still is sitting pretty good at 124, like, damage or, like, armor value. Yeah, so let's see. How much will this cost? It takes 23 King Armor Spheres to go to max, and it's going to cost us 304,000 Zenny. God, it gets expensive at endgame. And that, I think, is all we have to upgrade right... Oh, I could actually upgrade this. You know what? I'll just slot that in, too. It gets expensive endgame Sunbreak. Monster Hunter always seemed to get pretty expensive when it came to, like, the endgame amounts and stuff. But it just feels a little ludicrous with, I guess, maybe Sunbreak, it's the most recent entry, and how much you have to upgrade stuff further along. But we'll take this for a spin, see how it does, and see how Powder Mantle treats us. It's definitely... Okay, thankfully they're not both in at the same time to start. Alright, shift over because we're going to be using the raw values. Oh, shoot. Didn't have the, I also do need to mine my health. I'm going to need to mine my health because I don't have the twins helping me out here. Well, it's a good thing I got the insurance, isn't it? That went a lot quicker than I was expecting it to go. Yeah, I gotta be very careful because these monsters still do hit like freaking trucks. I think Furious Rajang is actually going to be much easier to handle than Crimson Glow Valstrax will be. Oh, dodged too late out of that. Yeah, that's one attack that always gets me. Okay, heal ourselves up to full. I gotta try to remember what the weak spot is, and getting to, the right distance for our critical firepower to work. Like, it's not too bad getting 100 off of them. Yeah, it's not bad, like, even without having the full, crit boost, or, sorry, the quick reload. So I haven't seen the Powder Mantle engage quite yet, I don't think. Ooh, that was close. Okay, let me heal up while I'm thinking about it. I don't want to let our health go too low. But it seems like Powder Mantle... Oh, I thought I was I swear, I pressed the input, but I guess I was too slow in reading it. I think sheathing it is also something that affects, like, when Powder Mantle will proc off for you. Okay, well, there's a part break. Now I'll try to work at the other wing. And quickly make some more. Because we are using normal 3s, I didn't think I would go for a spare shot. If it was something else, like, say... There we go. It was nice to see that actually proc off full. If I'm using another shot type, I probably would have wanted to get the spare shot. But with how much level 3 gunpowder you can take, you shouldn't really run out. Although I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen Furious Rajang yet. I don't know if it's going to be... They were a bit more merciful in not having it come out until Crimson Glow's dead, or what? Of course, I say something like that, and won't you know it, soon enough we'll see. We'll see Furious Rajang has entered the arena as a little message in just a moment. There we go, managed to be able to dodge that. That one is really about, like, getting the timing down of when he's going to lower the beam. Although, yeah, I'm really surprised we haven't seen, like, any of Powder Mantle begin yet. Because it's... From what I thought it was saying, it was supposed to proc more through, like, your attacks. Ow. Well, that hurt a good chunk. And yeah, Furious Rajang is now out and about. So now this is going to be even more painful. Well, I do have to thank Furious for that. Oh, shoot. Oh, Lord. Was not expecting the laser beam there. I'm just going to Farcast for a moment. Get a little breather, heal up, and see what we could do. Because, yeah, that hurt. Although I am going to move a little bit away from the edge, just in case Furious can shoot his beam up here. But, like, is there any more information for Powder Mantle? Because, like, continuously attack large monster cause powder to form around you. Color and effects power change over time. Get sent flying when wreathed in red powder and you'll receive explosive damage. Attack when in blue for an explosive finish. So maybe I've been using it too much and I have to, like, hold on to let the powder coalesce. We'll try more against Furious, because, again, right now Crimson Glow is the bigger threat. I have more trouble dealing with that than, Oh, that's what I like to see. This will give me a little bit of an opening for some breathing room and some extra damage to help us against Rajang. And if this even does some damage to Valstrax, I'll take it too. There we go. And gotta quickly... Ooh, glad I kept on moving. Yeah, it's not a good idea to lose sight of a Rajang, but... here... kind of necessary at times. Ooh, that's one way to knock down a bird. Oh, there we go. And you know what? Just to try and make sure I can keep the carbs, let's put a little bit of safety between us and him.
Let's see.
So now I'll try and see what's going to happen just against Furious here. Because so far, I don't think we've had a single, like, proc of the Powder Mantle yet. Let me just snag that and that.
Good.
Heal ourselves up to full. And wait and see what happens here. Because, I mean, I feel like I've been keeping some... When I was up against Crimson Glow, we kept decent damage going out and constant attacks. But for whatever reason, it wasn't really building up, or we didn't see a powder, like, coalesce. I don't know if every time you sheath the weapon, that, like, removes the powder from you, or what. I'm just going to wait the fence out. Just take this... Okay, now we're doing some good numbers. It might just be because Valstrax doesn't have the best hitboxes for some shots. But yeah, getting 200... consistently off of Rajang's head there. Kinda nice. Oh, lordy. Oh, right, he has that one. Kinda forgot Furious got the super move there. Oh, there, we finally got a proc. Okay, so this is the red powder on us. Now we want to let it get to blue. There it is. Okay, so now, once this shot goes out, there'll be like a little blast. Yeah, there's a little explosion, although it feels like it takes a long time to get, like, the Powder Mantle just to form. I don't know if, like, Rapid Fire would work better for it, but it feels like I had, like, none of it forming this entire fight until that point. Wonder if we can, like, get him over here just to smack into these. Not exactly what I wanted.
Thanks, buddy.
And get more made. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the spare shot's not essential, really, unless you're trying to save ammo or keep super consistent. It might just be that light bowgun is a bad weapon for Powder Mantle to proc with or something, but... Oh, actually, if you can knock Rajang out before he gets, like, the super enrage off, or that little roar... Ooh, that was close. You can actually send him have to go through it again to hit his supercharge state. Oh yeah, he's so much easier to handle than Crimson Glow was. But again, like this entire fight, I only got the single proc off of Powder Mantle, so I don't know how much you have to do to get it to, like, trigger or go out.
Here we go.
It can be... It might be the gun or weapons just aren't really good for it, so something else, or maybe it's rapid fire is the better key to building it up. But at least in-game, it feels like there's not a lot of good information here. Like, it doesn't say... All it says is further reduces required hit count. So unless... And there's not really, like, anything to say what the hit count has to be for it. Maybe it's just a flat thing where every hit counts as, like, 1 point towards the mantle, and it just takes a lot of hits, depending on the weapon. Or not even that, they all have the same amount of hits, and it's just... You don't hit that very quickly with single shot, like, bowgun, like a build for normal 3. I don't know how it works. We at least got a single showing of it where we had, like, the little coloration around us, then it went blue, and that little blast effect, but it's probably best used on melee weapons. I'm thinking dual blades, maybe hunting horror? Ooh, that's pretty good for, like, going for the event quest. And we got a Black Winged Ears ticket. That's odd. But yeah, so we'll take that all with us. Black Wing Earrings. That's not all it is it? Like, those two super hard monsters, well, maybe not super hard, but you know what I mean. They're kind of like the N Master Rank monsters. Those two just for an earring? Please tell me that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case, but I feel like that is the case. But we'll have to see. I figured we tried this out. If you guys can give me more clarification on Powder Mantle or want to see me try, like, a rapid fire build with it, let me know and I can always do that next week or, like, as another episode. Okay. So, they are kind of earrings, but they're more like they replace your ears. I don't even know if... Yeah, so there's nothing, like, there for them. I mean, I guess I might as well make them since I did get the materials for it. But not that I think I'd ever put them to use. They are kind of bizarre. Maybe some people will enjoy them, or maybe it's like the Elfin Crown here, hard to say. There's still the Monocle of Clarity I haven't gotten, but... Yeah, there's some stuff I could work at. But yeah, the Powder Mantle, it's not something that's going to add a lot of, like, damage boost to you, I don't think. But what it might do is add a little bit of little stylistic flair. Like, you get it to blue and you get to see your attacks have that extra explosion to them. Doesn't really do, like, I don't think it's like a blast effect or anything. It's just like a little burst damage aid. If you guys like dual blades and fast-hitting weapons that can build up the charge faster, maybe that's the best place for it. I just, sadly, wasn't really able to show it off that good or figure it out. It does feel something could be better conveyed here. It might be that it is a specific hit count that's the same across all weapons, and a rapid-fire build with every shell hitting would count as 1 towards it, whereas with what I did, I was only getting like 1, like that. I still think this build got a bit of decent damage, despite, like, trying to focus and use that. And then I could have always improved it more by boosting the attack on this and doing some other stuff. Again, Sunbreak has probably the most build viability any of the Monsters Hunters may have ever had, and it's fairly easy to build for, too, because instead of having to try and get, like, the level 10 of so many skills, or level 20 and a level 5, or how the old skill system was from, like, Generations Ultimate forward, or backwards, I should say. It just feels like right now, you could build in so many directions, and you can really make your own custom feeling Sunbreak build. And if you can't come up with anything, you can definitely find them online to try out. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I do see you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.